studio, and we have the first decisive game of round 4, Moscow Grand Prix. And Jan Nepomniachtchi and Michael Adams are with us. Jan, probably you can start telling about this game.
Yeah, well, right after the opening, it was, let's say, a topical line for me, because in Vaikanze, I believe I suffered some problems in this line against Anish Giri, so I had to prepare something. And it was more or less simple, because Michael played a lot of games in this line recently. Like, this is all the theory, so I believe Holy Fun played before here against you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so before is another move, like 97, I think is a decent one. It's developing my knight. So this is okay. Black's play seems a little bit risky, but it's always some sort of preparation. And well, so this is a critical moment, I think. So I can also try 95 as far as I remember, but 94 is logical. Queen c7. So that's the trick. That after knight b6, I can take queen c2. Takes. Rook e8, bishop f8, and I think here is if rook d8, maybe knight d7, if I'm not mistaken. And in case of rook e8, rook takes b6. I think this is the trick. So if you take on b6, I play rook c1 and bishop h3. So that's what I was calculating during the game. Maybe it's correct. So that's why rook e2 was played. And here knight d7, it was the last moment. The last moment I was following my preparation. So I knew this position is very complex, but it should be. I believe it should be more or less okay for black, because knight on e4 is slightly out of play. And as long as I can hold it on e4, not getting active, then maybe I'm not taking any serious risk. So queen e4 is very interesting, preparing bishop h3 as well as f4. So at some point I wanted to do some normal move like, let's say, bishop f8. But here I think f4 already is not so pleasant for me, because I don't have some tempi. Well, queen is on d3, so that's why I played this one to free the knight from d7, so it shouldn't protect b6 any longer. I think bishop h3 was the critical, but well, I'm not sure if white is achieving something exchanging on e6.
Yeah.
So then I can cover d5 square. So it's some dynamic quality, I believe. So queen d1, h6. Okay, here and further, white could play something like knight b2, but then okay, maybe not bishop g5 because d6 is hanging, but simply go something like knight f6.
I just wanted to ask Michael, it seems like you changed your mind at this moment. You played queen f1, then queen d1. Did you change your plans at this period? Or?
No, not exactly. I mean, there's not much point to play queen d1 with the rook on c8, because c2 is still hanging. But after rook b8, queen d1 is reasonable, because I have the knight b2 idea. No, I think I was okay to this point.
I believe if I play rook c8 already, f4 is also possible. Yeah, so even here. So that was the main problem for black, I believe. So I was trying not to allow f4 in good addition. But after h4, well, this is a little bit careless, because g4 can become weak at some point. And as for me, I just kept doing my moves. It's bishop f8, so bishop on e7 can hang sometimes. So that's why I decided to place it into a safer. And bishop f3, this is maybe not so. This is a little bit clumsy to have your bishop on f3, because it's after knight f6 it's never really goes to g4. And here, at some point d5, e4, it all arrives with some extra tempi. And I believe after bishop g2, bishop d7, maybe I took some initiative in the game, because I didn't really see a good defense against bishop b6 or bishop b5. So bishop b5 is very nasty. So that's why knight b2 was played, bishop c6. And here I think it was the critical moment of the game, because after knight c4 I just took the pawn on e4, and it was more or less, at some point I believe it was more or less over. But I think that after queen d3 it would be very, very complex game. So bishop b5, knight c4. I think this is a better edition of exchange sacrifice. Takes, and well, those rooks on b7 and b8, it's hard to get them into play without, blundering something like rook d8, bishop b6, or queen d8, let's say knight a5. So I wasn't really sure about his position. So yeah, okay, I can try knight g4, but even if I play this, okay, then knight goes to d5. So I mean, I believe, okay, black should be better here, but I mean, it's very, to me it was very unclear who's, I mean, I didn't really see my next move, so I was going to do something like queen c8. I mean, you know, to unpin my rook somehow, but after queen c8 I'm not even planning rook e6 because of knight b6, rook e8, I'm sorry. So maybe rook, I don't know, maybe rook e8 is the move, but, well, I mean, maybe rook b5. Okay, it's an extra exchange, but I think it's very, very complex position, so, because, I mean, especially comparing with what happened in the game, because here I think white is just, you know, suffer about a pawn. Yeah, you know, some kind of desperate attempt, you know. But this, I'm not sure if I missed something, so maybe bishop e3 was the move. And here, okay, intentionally I missed queen e1, but fortunately it never was complex again. So after bishop b6, queen c6 and d5, pieces are stuck, and probably white is losing some material. And here maybe I could also play something like d5, but I mean, I think this is very, this seems to be correct. f3, e4, so you know, pieces are far away from the king. Yeah, the key problem is after bishop f2 I have e1, so I don't even need to calculate all this e4, d5 stuff, but e1, I don't know, whatever. And then rook e2 and mates, otherwise white is giving up a queen and some more material. Yeah, and here is okay, it's difficult already. So.
Michael, would you like to add something about the game? Just maybe some comment from you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just fairly normal position. I mean, it's not so easy for either side to do very much, but okay, clearly this h4, bishop f3, bishop g2, I was just losing the thread of the game completely at this moment. And creating problems when there shouldn't really be many problems. No, I should play knight b2 at some moment, I think, but yes, that was my plan, and then I didn't do it. I think this queen f1, queen d1 was okay, but
yeah, queen f1, queen d1 is very
knight
easy.
b2 is obviously the idea for white to get the knight back into the game. And well, then I left it so long, my rook got trapped, so not very impressive.
Michael, you are very experienced players. I mean, you face so many different situations in your chess career. I mean, for example, when the start of the tournament maybe doesn't go the way you want or doesn't go well, do you have any kind of methods, tricks, somehow to change the track of the tournament situation? And are you going to use something in the next days?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's difficult when you are losing games and also not playing very well. I mean, I just have to play a bit better in the remaining games. That's it.
Okay. Jan, in Sharjah you started also 2 out of 4, but there were 4 draws. So how can you compare, let's say, same result but different games? How do you feel now?
Well, I mean, on every second day I'm just disgusted with my play, so I think tomorrow will be very important if I manage not to lose white. Okay,
So you mean, let's say after 4 draws you felt more calm or, I mean, relaxed compared to, let's say, this trick?
After round 1 and especially after round 3 I have no more feelings, so I just try to play. I mean, from game to game, so I'm trying to do my best, but you know, it's very shaky situation. So when you're losing twice in a row with the white, it's, you know, it's suspicious.
Okay. And the last question is, are you living in an official hotel or you are staying at home during the tournament? And
no, I stay at home, and you know, since the weather is nice, it's, you know, it takes like 40 minutes walking from home to this place, to the playing course. Okay.
So you have a nice walk every day.
Yeah, today I had a nice walk. Maybe that's the reason.
Okay.
I didn't blunder.
Okay, thank you so much for your comments. Thank you.